So we're going to talk about the principles of composition, and then when we're done, we're going to have you go take the Quizlet. I'll explain how you take the Quizlet. Some of you guys have done it. So those are examples there, but I have more examples, so we'll scroll down. And the first one is, by centering the subject in the middle of the frame, you break what rule?
Rule of thirds.
Right, so if we were to put a tic-tac-toe grid up here, that'd pretty much be right in the middle. That came from one of my students. I like this one better. Let's show obeying the rule of thirds. Scroll. So that's down on that third axis. Now let's scroll down and we'll show those axis points. There you go. So go ahead and scroll down a little more. So that's that tic-tac-toe grid. And we have three things that actually obey the rule of thirds: the boat, the sun, and
the horizon.
The horizon line. Okay? Supposedly that's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Have any of you taken these rule of thirds shots where you broke the rule and you obeyed the rule, but you actually like the broke rule better? A couple of you did? It happens.
Before.
Yep. Sometimes I say, I'm not going to obey the rule on this one. It looks better when it's right in the middle. Okay, what's another name for bird's eye view?
High angle.
High angle. Let's take a look at one of those. How many of you guys already shot your high angle? Good. Some of you still got to shoot it today? Okay.
You're a mess.
Now,
What's your point?
if I'm looking at the Eiffel Tower, it's up high. Isn't that a high angle shot?
No.
No,
It's a low angle.
Because I'm looking up from a low angle. That's what you got to think of it. So again, it's, yes, exactly, it's a bug's eye view. Is it okay calling it a bug's eye view?
Yeah.
Not quite as professional, but yeah, people still say. All right, who here got down like on the curb and actually shot something like straight out, like the grass? It always happens. That's not a low angle. You're low, but you're not looking up. High angle, the same thing. If I just shot out my window right here at the flags, I wouldn't really be a high angle shot. I got to look down on something. I think you guys get it. You can draw attention to your subject by making it stand out against the background.
Contrast.
Right. This text, right? If that text was white, would you see it?
No.
Light yellow?
No.
Dark blue?
Yes.
That's contrast. This is white against dark here. I want to see if anyone remembers. What's the name of our state flower?
I know it, but I can't.
Sago lily.
You got it.
I said it.
The sago lily.
That should be a piece of cake.
It sounds like a female superhero. Superhero. You got your black widow and you got your sago lily. Okay. And why does that baby stand out?
Because it's yellow and blue.
Yep. Who remembers that it's actually opposite end of the color wheel? You seen the color wheel? Some of you guys have in Hegsted's class. Yeah. When you can feel the photograph, what do you call it?
Texture.
Let's take a look at those. Someone pat me on the back for getting a really good texture shot. Did I tell you guys a story about the cactus?
Yeah, you were hiking and you almost stepped on it.
No, that's not the one. Someone says, have you ever actually touched a cactus, Walker? And I go, well, yeah. I was about 12 years old. Kid had a cactus in his front room, and he said, I dare you to touch it. And so I go like this, and then what did he do? He goes like this, he goes, bam. And I go like this, bam.
Did you actually?
Did you punch him in the face?
I don't even remember. I was really ticked.
I would.
I wasn't afraid of him.
I would have punched
This
him in the face.
this was a kid that was just a reprobate. There's your word for the day. All of his life. I went to a high school reunion and I was just looking at him and going, you are still a gangster, man. Jeez, grow up sometime. Anyway, now we got the word you can't spell. Except for I wrote it up there.
Symmetrical.
What does symmetrical look like?
It's even.
You guys all get it. Do you go ahead and scroll down? Basically, it's like putting a mirror right in the middle there. Each side mirrors each other. That's a cool photo.
Sure.
You guys get to do that one today.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you do texture too. So you do texture, symmetrical, and asymmetrical. Okay, go ahead and scroll some more. Thanks, Kyler. Other Kyler. You guys like that shot?
Yeah.
But it's asymmetrical.
That's alright.
Yeah. Sometimes it works really well that
in
way.
rule of
And it
thirds.
obeys the rule of thirds. Okay.
Perception.
Is this Walker's favorite?
Yes.
Yes.
I seriously would love some. You guys just pool some money together, pay me $50 a day, and I'll take these photos all day long. We'll submit them to some funny magazine or some website. This would be a blast. So it's when you have two subjects overlapping. Stand up, Taz. Okay, when you guys look at Taz, now turn their face them. Is that a merger?
Now it is.
Yep. And does that fit his personality?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, buddy. Don't say I never gave you nothing. All right. So anything that puts things out of perspective, and I'm going to show you some more photos when it's our turn to take those, and you guys will think they're pretty funny. So they also call it perspective or merger. Did I write that? No. Also called merger, but most of the time called it perspective. Okay, now the subject is very obviously in the middle of the frame, breaking the rule of thirds, and it's called
Dominant center.
Shaquille O'Neal, Rudy Gobert, dominant center. Good. Adjusting your shot so natural borders surround your subject.
Framing.
Framing. We talked about whether or not that should have been in focus. But the better ones are coming. Show us the next ones, Carter. All right. Really good examples of framing. And when train tracks, roads, sidewalks, buildings, rivers, can you think of anything else? Well, actually I got birds.
Leading
Those are the subject, and the lines can lead to the subject. And I'm going to tell you this, a lot of times when you see a really nice professional photograph, if you look at the lines, the guy just, or the girl, they just know how to make the lines work in the photo. And you say, those lines are leading to the subject. They tell the story. You're not looking at your study guides. That's okay, you don't need to, because if you already got them filled out, this is just a warm-up.
Underexposed and overexposed.
Walker, my picture's too dark. Well, what do you mean by that?
It's underexposed.
It's underexposed. Okay, who remembers what this is? I bet you don't.
It's,
You don't need to know it yet.
Tell if it's like underexposed, overexposed, or
Yeah, but who remembers what the name is?
I don't know, it starts with an L.
something graph.
Yeah,
Something graph. Heck yeah.
close. Actually, it is a graph. Histogram. It's called a histogram. Yep.
Get that card?
In about 4 weeks, you actually learn that. I never bother using it. I just take a photo because I'm lazy and I go, that's too dark. It's too underexposed. Okay. So again, it's kind of like Goldilocks. Not enough light, too much light, just right. And then the hard one to get in automatic mode, and we may not even try to shoot those until we learn
Silhouette.
manual mode. Silhouette. That's a tough one to spell.
Wait, we are in it.
Stop right now. Okay, you got it off the screen, just perfect. Raise your hand if you think you can spell silhouette without looking at your study guide. Zoe, go for it. You missed one.
It's another E.
Say it again.
Don't look at your
That's it. Yep. O-U-E-T-T. Okay, scroll down some more. And that's it. Those are our cheerleaders. Okay, good. Now let me tell you, scroll all the way to the top, or yeah, I think it's all the way to the top. So now I'm going to tell you, if you haven't taken a Quizlet from me before, what you do is you go on your computer, you go Quizlet.com, it's a long scroll, and you're going to type in one word, it's actually 2 words put together, because it's all that was available, like when you're searching for a domain name or an email address. It's Mr. Walker, all one word.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. So you go Mr. Walker, one word, and then you're going to find the quiz. What's the name of this quiz?
Elements of composition.
It's either elements, well it probably is, or principles. Those are words that are interchanged. And then you're going to select test, and then you're going to select matching. So, if you remember how to do that, you and I are going to be helping people. Caden, you're going to be helping people. So there you go. Go take the Quizlet.